Warren Buffett, there is no point in talking too long about this person, and his achievements are now of all of the world by one of the richest people on the planet, ranking for in 2019 third place on the Forbes list, $82.5 billion, being one of the largest Philippines in world, but most of all, it's known as one of the largest and successful investors in history of humanity. A huge number of investors quarterly study of attachment drops Buffett in the hope of understanding his logic. Of course, not everyone can do this. Implement a multi-billion-dollar deal with buying a grocery of real well line. Compliments, however, absolutely everyone the investors has a lot of to earn money. You will learn a number of important principles which become the basis of successful Warren Buffett. Their principles are they will help you analyze it yourself and select subject object for investing and always saying a chart for the market. First, start invest today than you did before. Start investing money. The more you have, you will have them tomorrow. Warren Buffett is one of the best examples for emissions. He refused the opportunity to live a luxurious life, and every saved dollar used to purchase stocks. All this led was able to make a fortune, all of them being in the top 3 for several years. Second, invest only in the companies whose type of activity is clear to you. Of course, shares that certainly have increased demand in the market can bring. However, Warren Buffett is preferred investing only in familiar sectors, a business which a clear business model. Select the traditional sectors of the economy, heavy industry, select power industry, insurance, services. Their companies have the most rich history as well as transports business model. A business following similar principles has it make sense to have industry in those companies. It is the product you use or that related for your professional. Buy at the bottom and don't be afraid to admire Eric Careful when everyone is great, and be great when everyone around you is afraid of this result that most green ignore. Investors held by Buffett, Sharper, over Bank America, Golden Surge, and General Electricity and low less during the great reasons, but get out of this time. That is not less successful than catching the lowest price of Buffett recognized. Focused on the entire history of the company, a huge number of investors the same markets they are graded by short-term investor overanalyze only the recent parts of them companies that you plan to invest in. Warren Buffett is recommended to take into account the entire history of the company, so large numbers of people lost money after 98 years successful to influence memorize of crisis while others were buying up. Invest in the international companies. Any investing involves risk. As a region of industry in general, the company may suffer increases. Who runs their business all over the world much less accessible to the influence of local focus, respective level of reliability and stability. Increases to save buffer and decide to explain this investment point and in admission. American companies did share their channel electric can manufacture. 6. Be patient. As Warren Buffett once said, even if you are very talented and you plan great effort for somewhat, it's just taking time. You won't get it. The child a month, even in focus and getting repaired the which non-woman is very difficult. Just what will happen to Shari in the near future time, but it's possible with a successful degree. Probably to determine what is watching for the company in 19 year. So many people think consider you yourself an investor. They are nothing more than spectators. Buy share and as soon as they grow in price. Summing up, it should be noted that in addition to Warren Buffett, there is many successful investors with different trading style prefer aggressive specters, as for example the American investor Soros. Others were in sharing by investing in share top all and contracts in many ways the above-mentioned principles, but we must understand that the market doesn't unfiled approach to the above-designed method is one of the few, and it's not suitable for everyone.